7:36, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. I thought this was really interesting. I might be the only one. The governor of Oklahoma has some interesting ideas for helping kids when they get ready to graduate, but they're a little onerous and outlandish. Here's what he wants to do, and he wants to legislate this. What he's saying is now he is going to require students to graduate from Oklahoma high schools. Now, realize, I don't know how he enforces this. How do you require students to graduate from Oklahoma high schools? Because let's be honest, not all kids are going to be graduating high school, and you can't require someone to graduate, can you? I mean, if they don't make the grade, they don't make the grade. But he also, the governor, Kevin Stitt, he also wants students to he wants them to have to be accepted into a college. Or, if not college, he says kids should be accepted into a career tech. Otherwise, the governor of Oklahoma says a student must go into the Army. So do you have that? So number one, he's going to require the kids graduate from Oklahoma high schools. He wants them to have to be accepted into a college. If not college, he says kids have to be accepted into a career tech. Otherwise, he says a student would have to go into the Army. Now, I've read a couple of different articles on this because I'm sitting here thinking I can't possibly be reading this correctly. Most people are saying this is unenforceable. You can't force kids to do something after graduation, after graduating high school. He says you have to have some kind of plan post-graduation to go out and get a great job. He also wants high schools to put a bigger focus on teaching kids about financial literacy. Now that I get, and that's good. Trying to help those young people get ready for the future. But can I tell you that there's a lot of folks that have no idea what it is that they want to do getting out of high school? I had no idea. I ended up wandering into the radio station at the junior college that I was in, and my life was forever changed.
Wow, we had a very similar starting of a life, because after I graduated college, my dorm room right across from it in the Union was a radio station. I just walked in.
Did you?
Yeah. I had my own show for 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
I wonder if that was too long.
Yeah, it was way too long. No one liked it.
Joe Dorman. Now, this is where the story gets even crazier. Joe Dorman with the Oklahoma Institute for Child Advocacy says he likes the idea of getting students ready for life after graduating high school, but he says there needs to be some exceptions. He says there are children out there that are not capable. Listen to this. You have children with special needs. I understand that. And other categories, it will be difficult for them to be able to move into the workforce. The former lawmaker in Oklahoma, says state leaders should give students more opportunity through classes to better prepare for their future. Listen to what he says. You have so many students these days. They're talking, by the way, about 17-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds. You have so many students these days that are graduating that don't know how to do a load of laundry. They don't know how to use an oven. Really? Are there really kids, Joan Jones, out there who don't know how to do a load of laundry or don't know how to use an oven?
All right. You ready to hear? I mean, I'm confessing here to maybe child abuse.
Okay.
When my kids were 9 years old, their gift for their 9th birthday was that they received a brand new hamper and laundry lessons.
There you go.
And I taught them how to do their own laundry. And they all were responsible for their own. I was not responsible for them, but if I saw their clothes laying around, they got in trouble. But that meant that when my oldest son went off to college, and he went off, he had just turned 17. He went off a year early. He went off to college, and there were so many kids, he said, in his dorm that had no idea how to do their laundry. He had to set up shop in the laundry room at the campus and teach people how to do their laundry.
How is that possible?
I don't even know. I don't know.
And as a parent, how do you send your kid off to college and not teach them how to do laundry?
Yeah.
And not knowing how to work an oven is also
That's
absurd.
crazy. That's crazy.
You just push a button. It's not that hard.
Well, in fairness, there's usually like 325. That's going to be 3 buttons. Beep, beep, beep.
Well, no, sometimes it's up or down usually in ovens.
It starts at 350.
Yeah, it starts at 350. You just press up.
Whatever. You know what?
Yeah.
And the instructions are on the back of the oven-made lasagna, prep already made. Just put it in there, put the time in. It's not that hard.
Well, apparently it is for me. I thought I was using the oven correctly all this time. Listen, I know how to heat up a pizza. That's all I'm saying.
All right. See, you'll never starve.
Dornan says while lawmakers often think about reading, writing, and arithmetic, they also need to focus on how children can survive on their own once they graduate. Can I ask, how is that lawmakers' responsibility?
It's not.
To make sure that children can survive on their own once they graduate? That's a parenting thing. Clearly, that is a parenting thing. He says you really have to provide those tools for understanding how to pay bills, how to balance a budget, how to go shopping at the grocery store. What the heck is going on in Oklahoma that kids don't know how to do this? I mean, I read this and I was astonished by what this guy was saying. What coupons are. If you have some type of foundational support there in place, then that's going to help these children thrive. Whole thing just baffles me that there's kids out there that, you know what, super text line. Do your kids know how to do, and listen, no judgment zone here. I'm not going to judge you. Maybe a little bit. So do your kids know how to do laundry? Do your kids know how to use an oven if they're 17, 18 years old? I mean, Riker, he's 11. He's already got that microwave down. He knows how to use the microwave better than me, as a matter of fact, because I always burn the popcorn. So I don't know. The politicians in Oklahoma, man, they're starting to worry me a little. Isn't Weaver from Oklahoma?
He is. That's right.
He is. I was about to say, should we ask Ken
this? Explains a lot. I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare talk bad about that man.
We love Ken Weaver here on this show. Trust me on that. Everybody loves Ken. I have not met one person that doesn't like Ken Weaver. But anyway, so yeah, but I don't know. As far as the governor goes, this snit guy, I don't know how you require students to graduate from a high school. I don't know how you require kids to either be accepted into a college, go to career tech, or if those two things fail, require them to go into the Army. I don't understand how that even works. And can I just say that some of the most important times that people have is that time where they just can sit back and reflect on what they want to do. What do they call that? They call that a something year, like a bi-year or something. I don't remember what it's called. But where you're going to sit around and not do anything but work at Taco Bell for a year or McDonald's or Target or Walmart. You're going to hang out and figure out what you want to do. You don't want to waste money by going to a college and taking classes that you really have no interest in. So I don't exactly know what this governor is doing, but most people are saying this is an absolutely crazy idea. I think it's nuts too. Because you can't legislate people's lives. You can't. And for a lot of people, that year that they decide that they're not going to do anything, people often take a year off between high school and college, and they try to figure out what they want to do. So, and I don't even know, is this governor, did you figure out, is this a Republican governor?
This is a Republican governor, yes.
Listen, I'm conservative. I'm having a hard time figuring out, because don't conservatives, aren't we all about free will? Yes, we are. We're all about free will, and we're all about freedoms. And it shouldn't be up to a governor, Republican or otherwise, to tell people what to do with their own lives. It is 7:45. Time to check the roads on WTN. Thank you very much. 7:45 on Nashville's Morning News. Cloudy today, no rain, high of 60. Thanks for listening to Nashville's Morning News. Yes, a gap year is what I was trying to think. I got like 50,000 people. You ever do that? Joan or any host on this station knows what it's like, where it's like you're trying to think of what is that word? What is that phrase? What do you
Happens more
call it?
often now.
What do you call it when?
Yeah.
And then you don't have the super text line open.
Right.
And then you go to the super text line and like 1,000 people tell you what you're desperately trying to find.
The super text line is your spouse.
You know
Hey,
what?
you
The super
numbskull.
text line is my spouse because they always tell me when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Just like my spouse.
She does it in love, though. I mean, it's out of a loving gesture that she calls you a knucklehead.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Pretty sure. Because that's how it works with me and my husband.
Is knucklehead the loving little thing that you call your husband?
Yeah, no, I have a couple of other words. And they're not,
You can't say it on the radio.
no, we can't say it on the radio, but they're done with love. Like, we laugh about it.
Well, in my house, a middle finger is a loving gesture.
Okay.
I mean, it truly, honestly is the hoisting of the middle finger is a loving gesture.
You laugh. You have a good laugh about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making fun of each other is healthy.
I think
Oh
that's
my
true.
Lord. Then we ought to be the healthiest people in the world in my house.
Hey, if you can't laugh at each other, I think that's a more
That's right.
bigger issue than anything else.
It is like open season on yours truly in my own home.
So then you're used to it when you get here, which I appreciate.
You know what Riker did to me yesterday?
What do you do?
So you know how you have a juice box and you have a straw?
Yeah.
So the straw comes in plastic. So I'm sitting there watching television and kind of nodding off because I've been working hellacious hours. Riker comes up and he takes the straw and pounds it on my head to open the straw. As he goes right on up to, and I'm just like, okay, all right, kid, I'll remember that. It's so funny. I didn't even say anything, but I'm plotting my revenge.
Oh,
And I told
boy.
Riker, when you least expect it, expect it.
Just wait till you get bald too, son.
Yeah.
It's exactly right. I'll probably be dead by then. Anyway, 7:48, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk.
Happy thought.
99.7 WTN. Hey, everybody, let's make fun of Don Lemon. Need some audio.
You dumb idiots. Now you're just figuring this out. You're so stupid and you deserve it. You deserve it because you're.
That's Don Lemon, and he's making fun of Donald Trump supporters who are angry with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy for being in favor of expanding the H-1B visas.
So dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cackling in Kamala, says in Shanta. You have been co-opted because you're in a cult.
Yeah, he's saying that the Donald Trump supporters, we have been fooled by Donald Trump and Elon Musk and all the people within Trump's circle because they're screaming up and down. Trump supporters are screaming up and down about the expansion, possible expansion of the H-1B visas. And now you've got, we've been talking about this for the last week or so, where you've got now Trump supporters and they're screaming bloody murder because there's a big disagreement over this visa program because Trump supporters don't like the expansion of these visas, but Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy do. And so now you've got the people that hate Donald Trump, hate his supporters, and they're just having a good old time over this, including Don Lemon.
And you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain.
Wow.
And you don't get it. How
Stupid MAGA brain.
Wow. Ouch.
I think Don Lemon has stupid CNN brain. And if it's me, I would far rather have stupid MAGA brain than stupid CNN brain.
I think it's just stupid brain.
I think so. It's almost like redundant, right?
stupid and dumb are you? And I'm just going to I can't wait to go through this. Okay. So I'm going to read this again. So Krishnan's appointment triggered an anti-Indian backlash on social media, particularly given his past advocacy for increasing green cards and immigration broadly. Oh no, immigration. We can't do the immigration because, the immigration, it triggers some people.
See, he's trying to make this about illegal immigration and immigration. It's not about that. That's something that the left is trying to do. They're trying to make this into, it is so creative, isn't it? Where they're trying to make it into, Donald Trump supporters, they're all a bunch of racists. No, it's about American people, American men and American women being replaced by these visas, by people coming in from other countries at a lower wage.
You know what they're saying about the anti-immigrant stuff, right? Who's in to say that one of the jobs you might be seeking won't be one of those white jobs?
Weirdo.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Somebody might want to do a wellness check on Don Lemon
Does
because
sound really off.
he does sound a little maniacal, does he not?
Yeah.
That is Don Lemon trying to regain some semblance of relevance. It is 7:52. Joan Jones, what's coming up in the news?
Well, there's a good look at the good and the bad of the Carter administration and beyond as we remember former President Jimmy Carter. Also, Hollywood has lost a legend, too. A beloved TV character actress has died. That's coming up at 8 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.